In Arkansas, planting at the wrong time ruins your harvest. It's just a fact. But today, we're giving you the exact calendar to get it right.
We're skipping the fluff today. Here is exactly what you'll get in this explainer: what to plant each month, when to start seeds indoors versus putting them outside, what actually survives the brutal Arkansas climate, and how to avoid the common timing mistakes that completely ruin crops. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Understanding Arkansas growing seasons.
Okay, so the foundation of this entire system is based on the fact that you've got roughly 200 frost-free days to work with. But when you look at the stark contrast in frost dates across the state, it's wild. Fayetteville up north compared to Little Rock in the center, your last spring frost can be a full month apart depending entirely on where you live. Your local geography dictates your exact timeline. Also keep in mind, a recent update to the USDA plant hardiness zone map shifted Arkansas almost entirely into warmer zones 7 and 8. The rules have changed and your timing absolutely has to adapt.
So, quick question for you. Do you know your exact last frost date? If you don't, you need to look it up today. I'm serious. This single date dictates your entire planting strategy for the whole year.
Now, here's how we buffer against that volatile spring weather. You know, Arkansas is notorious for those early warm-ups followed by sudden crop-killing freezes. You've got to use microclimate protection. Things like row covers are absolutely crucial to shield your early crops from those unpredictable drops in temperature.
Section 2. Spring planting. Cool to warm transition. All right, here is your chronological progression for spring, which is phase 1 of your deployment. In February, you're direct sowing hardy spinach and English peas. Then, by March, get those Irish potato seed pieces in the ground. April? That's the time to transplant your tender tomatoes and peppers, but only once the frost threat has fully passed. And finally, by May, you're sowing warm-season sweet corn and squash. Boom, spring is set.
But, hey, don't forget your perennials. Asparagus crowns planted in March or April are fantastic. Just remember, patience is required here. It takes 2 full years before you can start a heavy harvest, but you plant it once, and it rewards you for years to come.
Section 3. Summer planting, surviving the heat. When June hits, our strategy completely shifts from frost protection to straight-up heat survival. Here is the physiological reality of an Arkansas summer. When daytime temperatures consistently push past 90 degrees and nights stay above 75, standard vegetables just stop. Tomatoes will actually drop their flowers because extreme heat renders the pollen sterile. So timing and variety selection mean absolutely everything.
So, what do we plant when it's baking outside? We plant the survivors. Sweet potatoes absolutely thrive in 80+ degree heat. Okra, especially the Clemson spineless variety, loves the blazing sun. Southern peas fix their own nitrogen and handle dry soil like champions. And the Arkansas Traveler tomato? It's a regional heirloom specifically bred to resist cracking and actually produce fruit when other varieties just give up.
Section 4. Fall planting, the second window.
This right here is the secret weapon for Arkansas gardeners. So many people just quit after the summer heat. Don't do that. Fall is actually superior for root crops and leafy greens. The cooling temperatures naturally enhance the flavor and sugar content of crops like beets, radishes, and broccoli. Plus, there are way fewer insect pests to deal with. It's a win-win.
But to pull this off, you have to use backward planning. Here's the formula. Step 1. Start seeds, like cabbage or broccoli, indoors during the extreme heat of July. Step 2. Transplant them outside in August. Step 3. Harvest those enhanced flavor crops before the late October frost hits. Basically, you're racing the clock in reverse.
Section 5. What not to do.
Let's look at the critical errors that will guarantee a ruined harvest. Plant a crop too late and it completely fails. Think about Irish potatoes. If you plant them in May, the tubers will literally rot in the hot July soil. But if you plant them in February, it works perfectly. They mature safely before the extreme heat ever arrives. Contrast is everything here. Here's another guaranteed failure: ignoring temperature. If you try to force standard tomatoes through the July heat, they stop setting fruit, period. Gardening in Arkansas means planting based on actual temperature realities, not just arbitrary dates on a calendar. You have to choose heat-set varieties or properly time your spring and fall windows.
Section 6. Your quick planning plan. Let's lock in your immediate next moves. Assuming you're stepping into the May planting window right now, here is your crisp, actionable list. Plan your okra and sweet potatoes today.
Direct sow those southern peas. Get your shade cloths prepared to protect sensitive crops from the incoming summer sun. And honestly, most importantly, buy your seeds right now for that fall garden you're going to start indoors in July.
So the single most crucial point to take away from this explainer is simple. Follow the calendar, that's how you get results. Work with the Arkansas climate, not against it. But take a look at your own backyard right now. What's the one crop you've been mistiming year after year? Now that you have this system, what are you going to plant differently tomorrow?